Hi everyone, welcome to the classes of fluid machinery. So, in the previous classes we have already discussed the theory part of the multi-stage air compressor, that is multi-stage reciprocating air compressor. So, in today's class and for the coming 2 or 3 class, we will be discussing some problems in connection with the multi-stage air compressor. It may be 2-stage or 3-stage. So, before going to that, we have to go through the formulas we are using for that. So we have already derived the equation for work done of a multi-stage air compressor is given by xn divided by n minus 1 P1 V1 P of x plus 1 divided by P1 and n minus 1 divided by xn minus 1, where x is the number of stages. If it is 2-stage compressor, the value of x equal to 2, and if it is 3-stage compressor, the value of x equal to 3. And in addition to that, we have to study or remember our previous formula, that is for the work done for a normal compressor, single stage compressor. It is given by n minus 1 P1 V1 P2 by P1. This is the work done equation for a reciprocating compressor without clearance volume. If we are dealing with a reciprocating compressor with the clearance volume, the V1 will be replaced. That is, the V1 is replaced by VA, where VA is the actual volume of air we are dealing. In a normal, that is reciprocating compressor without clearance volume, we will be dealing with the volume V1, which is equal to the swept volume. But if we are dealing with a reciprocating compressor with the clearance volume, for the initial stages of suction stroke, the air will not enter into the cylinder. That we have already discussed. And the initial stages, the air inside the cylinder will expand to normal pressure. And after some point only, the air will be sucked into the cylinder. So from that point only, we are considering the amount of air taken into the cylinder. So for a reciprocating compressor with the clearance volume, we will be dealing with the VA. VA is the actual volume. And for a reciprocating compressor without clearance volume, we will be dealing with V1. So this is applicable to multi-stage compressor also. If you are dealing with a multi-stage compressor with the clearance volume, we will be writing we will be writing VA instead of V1. So V1 will be replaced by VA for a reciprocating compressor, that is multi-stage reciprocating compressor with the clearance volume. And we have to go through our one more formula, our basic formula. This is the work done equation for a isothermal process. So sometimes we have to calculate the isothermal efficiency of the compressor, which is given by isothermal work done by actual work done. So we have to go through the all 4 formula, and in addition to this, we have to remember our free air delivered formula. That is, we will be comparing the amount of air with the intake condition and atmospheric condition. In some cases, we have to use that. Okay, we will go to our first problem. So 2 kilogram per second of air. So that means mass of air is given by 2 kilogram per second. Enters a low pressure cylinder of a 2-stage compression. So it is a 2-stage compressor. We will have one low pressure cylinder and one high pressure cylinder. The overall pressure ratio is 9:1. That is, if the inlet pressure is 1 bar, the outlet pressure will be 9 bar. The air inlet to the compressor is 100 kilopascal. So air outlet to the compressor will be 900 kilopascal. As the ratio is given by 9:1. And the inlet temperature T1 is given as 35 degrees Celsius. The index of compression is 1.3. Small n is given by 1.3. Find the intercooler pressure. Intercooler pressure means intercooler will be fed between low pressure cylinder and a high pressure cylinder. So intercooler pressure means it is the pressure of the exit of the low pressure cylinder or pressure of the inlet of the high pressure cylinder. For perfect intercooling, so they have mentioned that perfect intercooling. Perfect intercooling means P2 is given by root of P1 into P3. That is meant by perfect intercooling. And the perfect intercooling means the outlet temperature of the intercooler will be equal to 35 degree. That is, it will be bring back to the original condition. Okay. Also find the minimum power required. They asked to calculate the W power required for compression and a percentage of power saved over a single stage compression. So we have to calculate the power for the multi-stage compressor, and we will be calculating the same power if the condition is applied to a single stage compressor, and we will be comparing those powers. Okay. So Here is the given data. Since it is a two-stage compressor, x equal to 2, mass of air is m is given by 2 kg per second, P3 by P1 is equal to 9, P1 is equal to 100 kilopascal, T1 is given as 35 degrees Celsius converted into Kelvin, and P3 can be calculated using the ratio P3 by P1 is equal to 9, and a smaller train is equal to, that is index is given by 1.3. So required formula, this is our diagram, PV diagram for our compressor. We will starting from point 1. Low pressure compressor will be compressed up to point 2, and from point 2 dash, that is the intercooler work. Actually the process is from 1 to 2 is the suction of the low pressure compressor, from P1 to 1 suction of the low pressure compressor, 1 to 2 there in the low pressure compressor get compressed, from 2 to P2 it is delivered to the intercooler. Okay, and the intercooler will be decreasing the temperature. From P2 to 2 dash, the suction of the high pressure cylinder, and 2 dash to 3 compression the high pressure cylinder, and 3 to P3 it is a delivery of the high pressure cylinder. Okay, so we will be writing our first equation. First we have to calculate the intercooler pressure. Intercooler pressure P2 is given by root of P1 P3. So we got the value of P1 as 100 kilopascal and P3 as 900 kilopascal. You can calculate the value of P2. And the second thing we have to calculate the work done. If it is we are considering it as a multi-stage compressor. So multi-stage compressor work done is given by our equation. So we can calculate the write the value of x equal to 2, n is equal to 1.3, P1 is given as 100 kilopascal, V1 is not given. V1 is not given. So we can use PV is equal to MRT. So either you can substitute P1 V1 or you can replace it by MRT. So in this case mass is given and temperature is given. So we can use the equation instead of P1 V1 we can use it as MRT1. Okay, and P of x plus 1. So P3 is 900 kilopascal is given, P1 is given, and we can calculate the value of work done. The second thing we have to calculate, if it is we are using as a single stage compressor. Single stage compressor will be only inlet pressure and outlet pressure. The outlet pressure is again 900 kilopascal. So our equation for a single stage compressor, n by n minus 1 P1 V1. Again we will be using MRT1. P2 by P1. What will be the value of P2? P2 will be our outlet pressure. If we are using single stage compressor for the same purpose, our aim is to make a pressure of 900 kilopascal. If we are using a single stage compressor to make a pressure of 900 kilopascal, how much will be its work done? That's the question they have asked. How much will be the work done? So P2 is 900 kilopascal here. If we are using a single stage compressor instead of multi-stage compressor. So we will be substituting P2 is equal to 900 kilopascal, P1 100 kilopascal, and we will be substituting the remaining value. We will get the value of work done for a normal compression, single stage compression, and we will be comparing the work done for single stage and a multi-stage. So first we will calculate the intermediate pressure root of P1 P3. P1 is given as 100 and the P3 is 900. We can calculate the value of P2 is equal to 300 kilopascal. And we will calculate the work done for a multi-stage compressor 2N. We will be replacing P1 V1 divided by MRT1. So P1 V1 is replaced by MRT1 because the value of V1 is not given, but we have got the value of M. So either we can calculate the value of V1 using the equation, or you directly substitute the value, because all the other terms are known. Either we can calculate the value of V1 and substitute here, or directly we can use the MRT1 here. So we will be writing the equation for work done, and the work done can be obtained by 442 kilowatt. Okay. Again, if we are substituting the value of R, that is universal gas constant, in kilojoule, again we will obtain the value as kilowatt. They have substituted 0.287. Normally it will be 0.287 kilojoule per value. So we will be obtaining the value of as kilowatt. If we are substituting the values in joule, that is it will be 287. Then we will obtain the value as watts. Okay. The next thing we have to calculate the work done for a single stage. So we have to obtain the same condition. That is we should obtain a pressure of 900 kilopascal. Starting from 100 kilopascal, we will be obtaining the same pressure. If we are using the single stage compressor, what will be the work done? So our equation will be this: n by n minus 1 MRT1 P2 by P1 and minus 1 by n minus 1. P2 is 900 kilopascal. Don't substitute the value of P2 of 300 kilopascal. We are comparing the multi-stage compressor with the single stage compressor. So P2 will be substituted by 900 kilopascal. So and we will be obtaining the value n by n minus 1, MRT1, M is given, R and T1 substituted, P2 by P1. That is the ratio is given 9 raised to n minus 1 by n. This is our work done. If you are using a single stage compressor, our work done will be 505.92 kilowatt. And if you are using a multi-stage compressor, our work done will be 442 kilowatt. Next, we have to calculate the savings in work done. It will be the difference between these two, and the percentage savings can be calculated by the difference divided by work done of the single stage compressor. Okay. So this is our first question in the reciprocating compressor. We will be discussing more questions in the coming classes. Thank you.